Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Germany campaign. Quick little thing, you might notice this right here. I recreated the faction, called it the Axis, so that we might have at least some allies and not just run a solo world conquest. Also, this gets us in some favors with the US, because that's kind of the alliance that I'm trying to set up here. We've been politically supporting those guys forever, so I think when their government comes in place, our work should be rewarded as such. So I just kind of used a... I actually initially tried to do a console command to do this, which didn't work for some reason. So I just made a faction temporarily within one nation. Just Italy, just yes-manned ourselves through it. Create the Axis. But we can invite Romania to the allies. Or to the Axis, to our alliance. But I don't think I really want Romania, to be honest. Bulgaria, I'm sorry, it's Bulgaria that we want in. I don't really know if I wanted to get these weakened Balkan nations in our faction, to be honest. So I think we're gonna stay out of that one, just ignore it. We'll take like a big superpower like the USA, you know, that would be a great one. But yes, now, I actually need to grab the comments of, sorry, the last episode. If YouTube is not being a bit of a bitch, can I please open my own videos? Okay. To kind of look at, go for Italy, don't forget your Asian holdings, attack Italy, probably should invade in Italy. Now Romania is actually so okay. So a lot of you just say just take on Italy. I think we should be able to do that without too much of a trouble. Thing is though, also some of you just why don't you go for Romania? They have oil. If we go to resources, they've got oil, which we sort of need because we're currently trading. Are we trading oil? Yeah, we are importing 120 oil. So I'm kind of in a mixed bag here. I think on one end, attacking Italy might be a smart idea, but also inherent risks to be a very large and destructive war. And we get in, and I don't want Italy as a puppet. So the reason why I don't want Italy as a puppet is actually fairly simple. They're crap. I don't know what it is, but they are genuinely shit. In the game, during actual Second World War, they were bad. So yeah, attacking like Romania makes just a lot more sense. Just opens up a little bit more front with Russia, which is not something I was really looking forward to. But it's not the worst. That's yeah. Well, the coastal axis here is also like a bit like meh. What to do? Mixed bag of feelings here. Do we have any troops to begin with? Not really. So we could just probably overrun them with our mountaineers in a one minor campaign. Add the territory, get the oil, lessen the trade we have. So what is our current trade law? We are on free trade, so we get 60 of that. We retain 20%, which is about 15. 60 divided by 5. It's even less. It's like 12. So we all in all gain 12 oil if we do the attack. Actually, that's not worth it at all. That is genuinely not worth it. Though they will most likely join the Entente when I attack. Justification on you... Oh, actually I should disable that. Only gets 4% world tension. %. We might actually be able to do both, so we're gonna do a little bit of an expansion spree, I guess, beforehand, just because it limits the amount of allies that can be potentially thrown against us. 235 days. They should not be able to be guaranteed. So yeah, that would do the trick, I guess. That does mean we need another army to stack up on the Russian border right here. So let's start training another Stoßtruppe 2 und 12. And they will be prepared right there. Alright. I hope that we even have enough forces to just crush the Russians with our initial attacks. But so far so good, I think. Our panzer corps are looking fairly panzery. We have actually fairly large amount of panzers in storage, so we now have full panzer corps, which is lovely. I love it. That's really good, actually. That makes me really happy. And that's actually our second panzer corps. Oh wow, we are gonna train a third though. Lower priority even. Go to 6, 4, train, bam. Getting a third panzer corps. We're just gonna go heavy mechanized infantry, that kind of stuff. We're gonna make proper mechanized infantry at some point. All that kind of good stuff. All that kind of good stuff. Now I am forgetting something. That we actually genuinely need the Marines at some point. So we gonna edit, duplicate, Marines. Let's at least. What's the German word for Marines? German Marines. What are they called? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. It's a Saber battalion. Oh, they lose the defense? Wow. Wow. Well, but they get bonuses. And there we go. Save. We have uneditable string. Unreadable string. That's definitely not string search results. Oh, come on. Is it trying to copy paste some stuff in there? There we go. Train. And I need 10 of you. There we go. Modern Navy coming up. I'm just building the biggest fucking defensive project ever to be constructed. Just makes me feel that this is gotta be glorious. Once this kicks off, it's gotta be big, it's gotta be brutal, it's gotta be millions and millions and of deaths. And I don't know what to do about Italy. I'll be brutally honest, I don't know what to do about Italy. What is their, okay, so there are strategic reasons for not wanting to join me, because we hate them. They're actually hold some of our provinces, they hold claimed provinces, they've got Germanophobia. Why would you have fear of the Germans? Okay, ground battle fleet, that's the final doctrine. That means that we're fighting with modern battle standards. It's just the Navy that needs to have the final bits and bobs of upgrades, and then we're gonna produce a solid new one. So I'm gonna set that one up already. 20 in. It's the Ostpreußen harbor here in Königsberg. Alright, 15 Emden class ships also going to Ostpreußen. Then there's the 10 heavy cruisers will be sticking here in, you guessed it, Ostpreußen. Then I want the 5 battleships in, well, I think it's Ostpreußen. And then we'll have 2 Flugzeugdampfers in Ostpreußen. And I don't think there are there are no carrier bombers, it's just pure carrier fighters. There are no naval bombers, I think, that we can even have. As far as I know. So they're not actually that powerful just yet. The first naval bombers are in 1936, so that's pretty damn far ahead of time. That actually reminds me that probably most of my ships are using not their full potential. Yeah. There we go. We probably can we open multiples of this? Yes, good. No, I don't want to add new ones. I want to up the limits. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. Not the most interesting thing to do, but yes, I forgot these carriers are gonna set up wrong because it automatically tries to balance naval bombers and naval fighters. However, you know, if there are no if there is no such thing as, okay, so you're wrong. Wait, there's these. Wait, you're at 45. Oh god. There we go. I did not check any of that. What is your limit? Okay, just get all of them. I just check them real quick again. There's only one modern carrier, or do I have 2 modern carriers? No, okay, we only want 1 modern carrier. Right, so that is fine. Good. Nothing to worry about. Great. Quick bombing. Getting our air force increased, and that's the last of the World War I doctrine. So after that, we're gonna move on to World War II doctrines, and in the meantime, my forces are ready to rumble, I think. We're looking on our little panzer divisions. All right, so these guys are ready, trained, and fully equipped. I think, looking at the numbers here, yeah, this deficit is current production shortage. It's purely for deployment. It's 2,000 tanks that are needed for deployment. Escort carriers, unassigned divisions. That is the new army corps that is going to be added. Your color needs to be different though, which one we don't have yet. We have all. Well, poop. We got orange, we got red, we got. I need a different kind of green, I guess. No, we have that for our tanks. Shit. So many different colors. Orange. We don't have a purple army yet. There you go. You are the purple army. Led by, well, General von Preußen. A glorious name for a glorious general. You guys are deployed in this one. This guy, of course, needs a... You guys are gonna assist with the Romanian war, and reassign to that one. Get some new research. Integrated convoy defenses. Very good. Yes, I know we've got available plane reserves, but our airfields are not large enough. Actually, they're getting there. Good. 500 to 50. Then we'll add another 250. That means that in this air zone, you'll be only intercepting for air superiority, and you will be doing that. All right. 500. That's wrong. Okay, it's just good to see that this is all coming up as it should. You're gonna fly like that. I'm just gonna balance, let the AI deploy them as it sees fit. That's you guys. All right. Now we'll go to these to 500. These are our bombers, right? Yeah. Did I do it correctly here? Yeah. Okay. So they're turn around, and the rest of them, or the other way around. They're turn around here. Okay. Anyway. Ah, crap. There we go. You're flying air superiority, you're not flying air superiority. Right, that's pretty good. Next up is right here, which is not done yet, so we can wait for here. Ah, this one's done, very good. No. There we go. Okay, so you will be flying that. You're flying here. Is this what Arizona we're looking at? Yeah, that's the correct Arizona. And then also we need some groups to fly for Western Germany. And then we need to add 500 of you puppies, and you will be flying. No. Wait. You look exactly the same. You're the wrong ones. That's definitely not the one I wanted. There we go, bombers. And you'll be flying close air support, and then I don't think this airfield is actually set up to do anything, so I want to shrink the one. You can actually go soonish. So there we go. And I want South Tyrol Airbase. Where is it? Where is it? South Tyrol. Doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to be 5. Wait, what? What are they flying from then? Oh, from those two. All right. Yeah, we're gonna overstack this a little bit, so we're gonna early fighter. There we go. Set 1. That's 2. There we go. And flying close air support is no, not 1,000. No. 500. There we go. And you'll be flying close air support, and none of you. I don't want them to. So can I select my entire air force just in one fell swoop? Ooh, that's awesome. I want none of you to fly on no retreat. So this seems to be all be deployed. Some Alpine region stuff that needs to be done, but the rest of them are good. So why am I flying? I'm flying dedicated air superiority and bomber interception, so that there's always a wing that's completely focused on one task. They're not trying to do both. Because I believe it's programmed that they're only doing one or the other, so I want both of them to be happening, so that's the reason why. Okay, that's purple. Do you have a war plan? Yes, good, very good. Tanking corps are being trained, fairly nice, so they will get some nice proper experience, and I get that 25% bonus modifier for warfare. Very good. We're digging in everywhere. Unassigned divisions. Ah, my Marines are ready. I'm gonna add them here. Gonna make you solid blue and get you in a new theater. Otherwise I probably cannot find you anyway. So Marine Sig. Ah, there it is. Bam. You're a high priority target. I think I'm gonna do the same with our naval, our aerial troops. So these guys can just go and train here. With, when we get paratroopers. So the simple reason is that miners can actually fight pretty well in most territory, and I actually usually tend to treat them as regular infantry. This is not truly the case for, because they're smaller and they always are on special tasks. That's the reason, man. Okay, we've got 300 points here, so let's start boosting party popularity. So most likely we need to stage a coup. As far as I understand it, most of the time the AI doesn't really want to go and switch ideology. So we need to force the US to get on that ideology. And they're still stuck on their bootleggers. So the US is actually going to be a fairly weak ally. If they're going to get rid of prohibition enforced, bootleggers. It's a result of the prohibition. I don't know if they can get rid of the prohibition. I don't know. It is important that they do though, because otherwise they... I really need to play with the US and see how they can get rid of it. Or... because it doesn't really seem like they have an idea for it. If anybody knows how to get rid of it, please tell me, because it makes the US a very weak nation. Just the fact that it was... they get down to that 10% national unity, which is okay. There it is, our justification. Now can we go to war without potentially damaging anything? Set war goal to declare. It gets 6%. It gets us as 15, so that is fine. A war without trouble. So push in, and let's figure out which division that is. Yeah, you guys. Alright, a quick war for the oil fields of Romania. I'm not really worried. Our technology is modern. This also gives us an opportunity to test our new equipment, so to speak. You know, a minor war to see what our army can and cannot do. And I think so far our army is showing that it can take on an enemy which is technologically inferior. Well, that's very good to know. What are we gonna do? It is 1924, so let's get better aircraft, I guess. And there's Schwerpunkt. Let's go for Blitzkrieg. Of course, most of our doctrines is not focused on infantry. I don't want to go full mechanized though. I would actually love to go full mechanized. Don't get me wrong with that one, but I think it's not the way to go necessarily. Early motorized. We can go a little bit higher on that one. Alright, Bucharest is under attack. Very good. We get very little experience from this war. Well, we get some army experience, which is pretty nice. And I'll take all the states here, because I prefer to have the oil fields for myself. Right, you take on the Russian border here. Yes, it gets everything done, and you'll be training. Then like this, and then I want. Let's see. $14. Let's make this a little bit more efficient. There we go. So why don't I set them here? These guys here already hold this, so diplomatic actions cannot progress. We're at 38% fascism in the US of A. Very nice. Alright, free military factories. What are we gonna do with it? Well, I probably should work on maximizing these. So we need a little bit more steel with a bit of an access of chromium, so we'll trade less with chromium. And we need a little bit more steel from the Mexican opposition. Very nice. And we have a little bit of an access in oil, so we can trade a little bit less oil from Venezuela. So I guess that goal is achieved. We've maximized our oil production, so. Alright, but now we have a large front on the Russians. I think these guys should try to get right there as soon as possible. We're gonna shift the blue army's second attack line to like this. It should stem from the initial attack. Actually, I'm gonna remove the initial attack attempt. This seems a little bit better. Now they are fighting superior numbers, so it's gotta be the tank corps. It's gotta do a lot of the heavy work, like the heavy lifting. Donia is 11. Alright, this is ready. So fly over there, please. Thank you. Let's merge them. These are my fighters. Plus 50, and you'll only do that. You get 300 more. And then there is 250 of these. As you can see, they completely swap them out. I think most of my fighter cores are fairly modern. Let's see, my fighters are they're mostly using the Fokker D6. Yeah, they're fully using Fokker D6s. That's pretty good. Unassigned divisions. Whoa, new tank corps. We already have complete white. Blood red, dark red, black red. Oh well. And we'll get a guy which has fort attack, commandos. Oh, this is probably better for our navy guys. You got a dude here which has commando. Boop, there we go. You guys are fully trained, you guys are fully trained, you guys are fully trained, you guys are only getting deployed. So, the blue army is important. So I want them having tank support, which is going to support the attacks up on the river here. Very good. Oh, we are in low manpower. What a shame. And you'll be automatically deployed on this dude. Alright, so tank production is luckily fairly high. We are gaining... We're producing about 20 tanks a day, so this number is being reached in 100 days, okay. So we need to pay attention to lower a little bit, and we... Oh my god, I still don't know about Italy. I don't trust them as an ally. See, that's the problem. We can't get them as an ally in the Axis. That's the problem. If I would be able to fight them in the faction just as this is, that would be fine. But they have strategic reasons to be hostile towards us. That's because of the territory. Now... I don't know if I give back the territory, I can woo them enough to get them in my faction. We're flying battlefield support, of course, as always. Yes, we have available planes in reserve. We always have available planes in reserve because we have an air force. We have an insane air force, like 4,000 here, 3,000 here, 0. The Italians don't fly, apparently. Got a 5,000 here. If the entire Entente would band together, we would have more aircraft on our own. I think that should say something. That says something. And just working on our final little. The coastal works need to be done before we can get into the Entente. That is just a given. Sucks and it delays a lot of things, but I wouldn't know how to work without it now. I did just realize that we have another air zone that needs to be covered. Oh, this is already a level 10 airfield. That's pretty good, actually. So, let's set up these air wings. Okay, that's our new fighter aircraft. And... that's fighters. That's not what I want. I want bombers. Where the hell are you? Bomber. Wait, are we out of bombers? Oh, we might officially be out of bombers. That's a bit of a surprise, actually. There we go. And we'll get our Junkers, even though we cannot paratroop anything yet. It's a bit weird where that sits within the research tree. Now we need to, yes, adjust the early fighters. So have I got a deficiency of bombers? Yes, I need 62 more bombers. Oh wow, we're actually running out of them. That is what I would consider a problem. So let's just skimp on these ones real quick. Get those bombers first. Alright, we need a little bit of rubber. We'll try to Belgium. Like I said, I'm not planning on attacking the Belgians, so... so that should not be a problem, and... finally, we no longer need to trade wood. Good. Nice. Alright, nice. Got 500 aircraft. These are immediately upgraded to the Fokker D4s. Very good. getting Bulgaria into the war as an ally. Is it smart? Are they... can't do that because... Right. That was probably showing due to the allow diplo. Okay, so one more tank corps should really put a lot of pressure on the front here. Where's my black corps set up? You're defensive. No, okay, these guys push right here, okay. Yeah, we're fairly heavy set on a lot of stuff. There's our Dorniers. They should also switch our needs to, yeah, less wood, more rubber. Now I actually forget, I'm apparently neglecting territory. Right here. We just have a lot more territory that I'm used to as Germany, and I keep forgetting that we actually have some overseas territory. There we go. Right. This is such insane ahead of time numbers, it's not even worth it thinking about. 400 days, 600 days. Are we gonna do the Italian war? I still don't know. On one hand, it will lessen a potential threat that we might need to take out, and we could do it in a separate war. On the other hand, it's just gonna be such a piss thing to do, which I'm not really looking forward to. It's gonna take a lot of resources, and fighting in Italy sucks. Because a lot of mountainous areas and that kind of stuff. 1927, so it's 29. 400 days, so it will be a little bit early. Well, I can get these guys a little bit sooner. What is our tank research done? Oh, it took another 200 days. We can at least get some upgraded light tractors. I like that these light... I'm actually wondering right now, how quick are these? These have a speed of 7.3 kilometers per hour. That actually is fairly accurate, because these things were slow. But I think the Panzer IIs were faster than 14 kilometers per hour. A lot faster. Like, seriously? This might be... Yeah, I don't know. Alright, dive bombing coming up. Blitzkrieg is ready. I'm not using that much motorized... On one hand, we could just say, like, okay, we're gonna change one of these in motorized infantry battalions, but look at that, it just lowers everything. They have more defense. No, they've... Why? Well, they're just faster. Maybe when we are fully down this tree. Now, I'm thinking I'm gonna modern Blitzkrieg, but we eventually might switch into Volkssturm and non-discriminatory conscription, just for the manpower. But at first we're gonna go for modern Blitzkrieg, because, you know, we have a fairly hefty armor core. We have, we will have, in the end, 48, 20... math, live, 48, 20... 68, 72, I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. 72 armored cores, which are decent in size. They're not the best, but they have decent sizes. I like how we're producing a lot of light tanks. It just makes me very happy, just tanking, you know. Oh, that switch to medium tank is gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell in a handbasket, but it's gonna be worth it? I think so, yeah. Any chance for... Nah, this is just all ridiculous. I hate the interwar period, it's not that interesting. Alright, well, let's get at least engineering companies and that kind of stuff up and running. Now, the reason I don't want to attack Italy is purely to do with the fact that they actually have a fairly sizable army. Almost the same size as me. So it just feels like a waste to let them, you know, do that. Wow, France, you're actually they must be building tiny divisions, because Italians weren't building tiny divisions, right? 6 to 11. But they're still using the lesser infantry type. 13. Yeah, that's up. These are decently sized divisions. Officially, they should not be able to join the Entente. And the only reason that they can do it is probably because they have an event. It's the only way they can get in. But they already did their march on Rome, and so far they actually haven't done the war on Abyssinia or Ethiopia. Let's take a look at that. That is right in this tree somewhere, right? Yeah. So they're not... Oh, that's 1934. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Alright. Wait, lack of resources? A little bit of the United States. Got another 400 points dumped in them for the boosting the party popularity. That's gonna be the war. Just to get one thing very clear. Actually, I think I'm gonna ask this one now because this is still gonna take a while. I've done the US flip before, and it takes just an insane amount of time. And we need to get up about 75% and then stage a coup most likely. How this mod is set up is it's very expensive to boost party popularity in other countries. I can, however, with console commands, just boost the purely fascist popularity in the US. If you guys are like, okay, you know what? We don't want to see you spend another 4 to 5 to 6 episodes, I don't know how many, just doing research, building up navy, building a big-ass wall, and waiting for the US to be converted. Just let me know in the comments down below, because then I'll boost their party popularity. There will not be a war declaration before the Atlantic Wall is done, so there still is some time left of construction time. This is going to be important, because this is going to be... I don't know if our naval is strong. The navy is strong enough to take on 600 ships from, let's say 550 ships from the UK, another almost 300 from the French, and another 180 from Italy. I don't think we can do that. We have a navy, and I'm proud of it. We've got 240 ships. You know, we beat the Italians in navy. Woo! But you get my point. It's scary. So I want my defenses up and running. Everybody had time to build up, and Russia. Oh boy, Russia's gonna be a bitch. So I want, if these fleets fail to protect our borders, we have to rely on the coastal defenses that we're currently building. And yes, it might be overkill to put it on to 5 or 10 everywhere, but it's gonna help, and it's gonna make a difference, and I think that it is important. So there has got to be a couple of so just let me know, should I time-lapse the next bits or something like the next episode, which is just me researching, building infrastructure and that kind of stuff, or, you know, let me know what you would like to see with that, because I can understand after, this is the 4th episode where we're just purely doing, oh, we did a little bit of war, but you know, I can understand that, you know, that some of you are like, okay, we want to see some action, we want to see warfare, we want to see this shit kick off. You've been, you know, we've been talking about this for a couple of episodes now, and yeah, let me know. Oh, there's our light tractors. Really happy with that one. So pump up the reliability, 128%, so we're gonna get a bit of armor. A lot of main gun, because these things need to bang a lot. A lot of main gun, a little bit more engine to counteract that speed issue. We're gonna go down on reliability. Yeah, there we go. And the armor is pretty neat actually, but 1 point in armor, it doesn't up it that much. It just slows down the tank. Yeah, this will do. Just to get the biggest guns strapped onto it, and then there's the light tractors A. Do the correct one. Light tractor A, there we go. So this will slow down our tank production, but it is going to be glorious. It just has to be. I like how this is just, it's called the light tractor and the big tractor, or groß tractor. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me just continue building up the forces and that kind of stuff. Digging in, getting my... I think most of it is just done by now. There's not going to be any more... well, if the world tension just keeps going down and down and down and down, I might do a couple more just quick strikes at smaller nations to just prevent them from doing anything stupid, like, you know, taking out Denmark. Because it gives me naval territory, which gets closer to Canada and the US. I might take out Norway and Sweden if it takes a really long time. So, yeah, there is some stuff I could do, yes. Is there a lot I can do? Not really. Like 4% gets to 15... Oh, yeah, I could just take out Denmark. Alright. I guess our sea battalions actually got some work to do then. And I want you to strike into Copenhagen actually, because there's not much more else to do. Alright, awesome. You guys should be properly trained. So yeah, we're gonna just be a bit of an opportunist and take out some stuff here and there. Now the Netherlands. This just adds more. No, this would add a lot more territory that we need to take a look at, and that's something I definitely don't want to do. Kampfgruppe. Very good, which gives us the... Alright, get more organization. Pretty good. Striking at... Oh. That is actually a fairly interesting idea. Puppeting Japan. I don't have the navy to do that. Nah, never mind. Never mind. What is their joint entente requirement? Need to beat peace with France. But I need to beat war with France and the UK, so that would, in theory, be possible. Oh, right, I still have this. Oh, okay, can't build there, okay. For a second I was like, oh, might be able to build there, but that wasn't. So yeah, in theory, I think... yeah, well, I think these episodes gotta be mostly me just keeping this in mind and start just growing minor bits here and there. I don't know, I might even take a... Nah, I'm not gonna take a Switzerland because it just adds more border. Actually, that's the same to what Denmark does. Yeah, I can take out Denmark, but it just adds more border I need to defend. That's not something I'm really looking forward to. Like, this is fine, because I'm not worried about this. Besides, the Ottomans tend to join me anyway. Wow, the Ottomans have no army. Like, what? Now, why do you have no army? Huh. That is strange. Strangeness. Well, we probably can get Bulgaria in our faction, so that's not something I have to worry about. Greece is not, has... Yeah, can't. I hate there's a joint entente. That sucks. Just anybody who's programmed to do join the entente will join the entente, which kind of sucks ass, actually. I don't know. I'm just... Well, I want more. I can take more territory, but it gets me more coast, and it gives me more lines that I need to defend, which sucks. Should I get Denmark? It just adds a lot of coastline that they need to build in. This will probably just delay the time that I will feel safe enough to go to war. Nah, I'm okay. The Denmark attack is off. Like Bulgaria would be potentially somebody I would eat. Let's see, any strategic resources here that would be of use? Just a little bit of wood, so not really, actually. One steel, woo! And this opens up an old Mediterranean problem again. Let's see. Most of the world is actually held by other nations. I would rather fight China by now, I guess. Just take the entirety of China. I think the biggest point of expansion that I actually could do without really risking getting in trouble with the Allies is actually South America, which we have no access to. Wait, is Mexico still in their civil war? Oh boy, there are. What? Who am I trading with, actually? With Mexico or with the Mexican opposition? With the opposition, this is the wrong guy. So where is Mexico in this list? But they are actually trading most of their crap away already. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, with that, I'm actually gonna end the episode. Yeah, let me know if you want me to time-lapse some of this stuff, or use console commands, you know, one of the two, or just want to see the full thing. So there's 3 options for you there. With that, then we're gonna end the episode. I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.